Alright, so for number 25, we are going to, I know you don't have a secant formula for secant A plus B, because that's what this is, secant A plus B, but you do have a cosine formula. So we're gonna treat this as if it was a cosine, and then at the end we're just gonna take the reciprocal, because secant is the reciprocal of cosine. So we're gonna treat it like cosine A plus B. Okay, so remember the formula for that is cosine A cosine B minus sine A sine B. So for A, because it's the inverse function and it's negative, the ratio is negative, I know that A has to be in quadrant 2. So it's over here. Cosine is negative 24 over 25, so that means that the 25, it's not coming out, sorry. The 25 is over here in the hypotenuse. It looks like 75, but you guys, we know it's 25, right? Okay, so then that gives me for the y value. For the y value, I get 7. So 7 right here. And I know this does not look like a 4. Okay, and this is A. For B, the ratio is negative and it's cotangent, so this one also is in quadrant 2. Okay, so this one is x over y, so x is negative 12, y is 5, so this is a 5, 12, 13. Okay, I know the numbers on A came out really messy, but you guys know what they are. So now we could fill in the formula. So I have equals cosine A. I go over here to triangle A, and I find the cosine, which is negative 24 over 25. And then cosine B, I go over here to angle B, and so cosine B is negative 12 over 13. Minus sine A, so I'm back over here on A, so the sine of A is 7 over 25. And then the sine of B, I go to B over here and find the sine. Sine is y over r, and it's 5/13. Okay, so from there you just simplify the expression. So we get, let's see, negative 24 times negative 12 is 288. And then 7 times 5, 35. All over 25 times 13 is 325. And so subtract 35 from 288, so you get 325. Sorry, I think, did I subtract wrong? Yeah, no, actually, no, it's right. 253 over 325, okay? But remember that we don't want cosine, we want secant. So because cosine is 253 over 325, secant of A plus B is 325 over 253. Again, remember, they are reciprocals of each other. Alright, so for number 33, they're asking you for cosecant of 2 theta, secant of 2 theta, and cotangent of 2 theta. And again, just like the previous problem, you don't have these functions directly, but you know that these are reciprocals of sine, cosine, and tangent respectively. So that's why I went ahead and I wrote the formulas for sine and cosine right next to it. Notice I did not put equal because they're not equal, they're reciprocals of each other. But just to simplify the work, so 2, and in order to find sine cosine, we need the hypotenuse. So if this side of the triangle over here is 2 and this is 3, we're going to do 2 squared plus 3 squared equals c squared. So that gives us 9 plus 4, 13. So this is square root of 13 for the hypotenuse. So I have 2 times sine of theta is opposite over hypotenuse, so 2 over radical 13. And then cosine of theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, so that's 3 over square root of 13. When you multiply these together, you get 2 times 2 times 3. Those are the numerators. So that's 12. I'll move this a little bit. So that's 12, and then the denominator is 13. Okay? So this tells me that cosecant 2 theta is the reciprocal 13 over 12. So there's the first answer right there. Okay, secant is cosine, well, the reciprocal of secant 2 theta is cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta, because that's the formula right here. This formula right here is for cosine 2 theta. And it's actually one of 3 choices, so I could have picked any of the other 2 if I wanted to. So cosine squared theta is, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so that's, that's 3 over square root of 13 squared minus 2 over square root of 13 squared. So this becomes 9 over 13 minus 4 over 13. So then that's 5 over 13. So secant theta, 2 theta, is the reciprocal of 5/13, so it's 13 over 5. For cotangent to theta, rather than do the tangent to theta, I'm going to take the easy way out. Since I know that cotangent to theta is equal to cosecant to theta over secant to theta, I'm just going to take my previous answers and plug them into this this ratio. So cosecant to theta is 13 over 12. Secant to theta is 13 over 5. When I simplify these numbers, when I simplify this fraction, I get 13 twelfths times the reciprocal of 13 fifths, so it's times 5 thirteenths, so it's 5 twelfths. So cotangent to theta is 5 twelfths. And there's the final answers. Okay, so number 36, again, basically you just have to match it up to the formula on your list. So this is the same as sine u plus sine v. So this is going from sum to product. So if you, once you match it up, you will find that you get 2 times sine of the first angle, 9 theta, plus the second angle divided by 2 times cosine of the difference of the first angle and the second angle divided by 2. And then we simplify here, so this gives me 2 sine of, 9 and 7 is 16, divided by 2, that's 8. And then for the second one, it would be cosine 9 minus 7 is 2, 2 theta divided by 2 is 1. So here's the final answer.